Have you ever noticed that when things finally start going well, you suddenly pull back? You procrastinate, you pick a fight, you miss a deadline. It feels irrational, almost like you are blocking your own success. What if self-sabotage is not laziness or fear of success? What if it's actually your mind trying to protect a stable sense of who you are? There is a psychological principle called self-verification theory. It means we are strongly motivated to confirm our existing self-image, even if that image is negative. In simple words, your brain prefers being consistent over being successful. Most people think self-sabotage happens because they do not want good things, but that is usually not true. The real conflict happens between your current self-concept, the story you believe about yourself, and a new, better reality. If you secretly believe, "I am not that competent," or "I do not deserve stable love," then success creates tension. That tension feels uncomfortable, and the mind tries to reduce it. Psychology often explains this discomfort through something called identity incongruence. Identity incongruence means there is a mismatch between who you believe you are and what is happening in your life. When your outer reality improves but your inner identity stays the same, the system feels unstable. If you see yourself as average but suddenly receive strong praise, your brain notices the gap. If you believe you are bad with money, but your income increases, that gap grows even larger. The mind does not like internal gaps. It prefers alignment. Research in social psychology shows that people actively seek information that confirms their self-view, even when that self-view is negative. In studies on self-verification, participants with low self-esteem reported feeling more comfortable with criticism than with praise. Praise created tension. Criticism felt familiar. So when success does not match your identity, your behavior may quietly adjust to restore balance. You delay the project. You downplay the compliment. You overspend the raise. You create small conflicts in a stable relationship. Not because you want to fail, but because failure fits the old identity more smoothly. Your self-concept works like a psychological thermostat. When life rises above the level you believe is normal for you, your behavior may lower it again. This is not weakness. It is a stability mechanism. The brain is designed to reduce uncertainty, and identity change creates uncertainty. It forces the question, who am I now? For the nervous system, that question can feel risky. So when you sabotage progress, it does not mean you are weak. It may mean your internal story has not caught up with your external growth. Self-sabotage is often self-protection, a protection of familiarity, a protection of identity. The real shift happens when you gently expand your self-concept, when success no longer feels foreign, when it feels consistent with who you are becoming. Understanding this changes the question. Instead of asking, "Why am I ruining this?" you start asking, "What version of myself still feels more believable?" Take a quiet moment and notice where progress feels uncomfortable in your life. Not to judge it, just to understand it. If this way of thinking helps you see your patterns more clearly, stay curious. There is a lot more psychology behind the habits we think are personal flaws.